Oops, are you kidding?
Just setting up. Let me see if I can.
Oh, that's super cool. I love this teal.
Something
that is super cool.
Just making it hazy.
I sort of like this wave. What if I did this whole, kind of like that.
I think I dig that. Let's see. Let me set up the other device.
No.
Welcome in.
Gluing stuff to other stuff. Yes. It's the best. I love it. You were doing meta art today.
Welcome in.
Using art to make art. Amanda.
Hey everybody, welcome in. I'm so excited that you're here. We are just getting situated. On the floor there, you see my milk glass.
Yeah.
Milk glass.
It's messy. 1 minute. Okay.
Tricky dish that I am photographing for the glass gallery. So ignore that, please. So funny, but welcome in. Hey, Shabby Shed, welcome in. Nadine, besitos, welcome. Appreciate you all very much. So today we're gonna do collage of beads because so today was my first day back to volunteering, and let me tell you, it's been a day, but wouldn't have it any other way. So I'm excited that they've agreed to let me come back, and yeah. So, anyways, and love that Carrie has done the show, even though she's in such pain. She's about to send everybody over here. And yeah, so I love everybody. Thank you for being here already. And let's get ready to walk. Hey, Monica, besitos. Welcome in. And yeah, so 5 seconds per second. Ooh, we're almost here, almost arrived. Hey, Amanda. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. So today, for collage, see, I don't get why it's so hazy. I've got two balls, like right. Maybe it's because. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we just got an emergency alert system. Let me see if I can take you off and show you slightly. Yeah, so we were a severe thunderstorm, not sandstorms. Let me try to show you via the window. Thanks, Bandit. Appreciate it. Hopefully, I'm not muted anymore. Give me a I can hear you kind of vibe. Can you hear me? I think you can. Yay! Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Yes. So, like I said, we just let me move this out of the way. Is that it? Yeah. Something is casting a shadow still, but it's okay. It's okay. We're okay. Everybody's okay. We all love it. Thanks, Amanda. All right. So yeah. So with collage, I was thinking I was gonna try to do the fabric collage on a canvas, and but then I also wanted to do collage of beads to make a bracelet. It's been a while since I made a bracelet, and I've been itching to do that. So that won out because it needed to be simple, and I'm in the middle of photographing the glass for the glass gallery, and yeah, so I have glass all over the floor there. So to then add pieces of fabric wouldn't that be cool? But anyways, so yeah, but I've been exploring the fabric um, collage because we're gonna have an art show locally of the fabric collages. So in terms of my health, I felt good enough to go to volunteer today, which was fantastic. I mean, it's been a day. Um, because I mean, there were people there that are just like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm a volunteer." Yeah, how quickly people forget you, you know? Uh, yeah. I was super tired, so the plan was to get back. So that's why I signed up for the 7, or for my time it'd be 7 o'clock, but it's really 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But I said, oh, I can totally just, take a nap. Everything's gonna be perfect. But you guys were bringing it, and I couldn't look away. So no nap, but no worries, we're gonna be fine. All right. So I don't know. So many of you dabble in the making jewelry, so I don't have to explain a lot of stuff to you. But so most recently, I think I should give credit where credit is due. Upcycle to upscale Jessica, she's been selling all these craft items, right? And one of the shows that a couple of the shows that I went to, she was selling supplies for jewelry making. And so I think in my mind, like, I bought some stuff, and some of the stuff has arrived, and others it's on its way. But I think in my mind it's sort of just like stuck in there, and that's probably also what made me think about making a bracelet for today. So yes. um so the other thing that the tennis elbow is still an issue, but apparently that's gonna be an issue forever. So just gotta live with it, figure out a way to not be have it interrupt stuff that I do. So anyways, yeah, so that's kind of sad. Anyways, but we're not gonna cry today because today is a good day. Lupe was able to get out of the house. I came back alive, so it's good. Anyways, okay, so in my previous jewelry making or bracelet making, I cut up my jewelry wire to the specifications I needed, so that I just wouldn't have to cut all the, so I could just cut it all and then deal with it. So anyways, so then what I do is, oops, so I have one of my wires, and I'm super prepared, but oh, here, oh my gosh, I was freaking out already. So I thought, oh my gosh, I forgot my class, because as some of you know, I am not in my usual art making plays because of the COVID that just passed, but then also because so the ACU unit went down there. I know, coming back alive from volunteering is always a good thing. Uh, so yeah, and you cannot live in New Mexico, or at least southern New Mexico, without an AC unit. So eventually when I feel much better, when I can actually deal with like handy or like uh, repair people, I will take care of the AC unit and can begin to utilize that space again, because that's where I love to paint the best. And anyways, yeah, so anyway, so all right, so what I do, and I just do this because this has worked out for me. It's not the way it's supposed to be done. It just everybody figures out a way to do their own. And I'm just noticing, yeah, it should be fine. Okay. um, the battery life on the phone to make sure it's okay. Yeah, very crispy. Yeah, it's super hot. Like, anyways, very hot. Yeah, the first time that I ever experienced the crispiness of the heat and stuff. I had just graduated from college the first time, and went off to organized workers in the East Coast. And so yeah, so there is heat, but it's like humid, and I had never experienced. Okay, so I grew up like little villages here and there and stuff, and then like yeah, all of a sudden you're like thrown into a metropolitan area that is like you're sweating and it's gross, and also experiencing snow for the first time there. Yeah, and then the labor union would ask us to go organize in different places. So yeah, I know. So then they sent me to Dallas, urban Texas. Oh, so hot, so hot. And then I came back to New Mexico after, living in California and all that good stuff. Anyways, okay, so yeah, I love the dry heat much better. Every so often, it's like raining and the heat's still there, so sometimes we feel the humidity, but for the most part, no worries. All right, so what I do with my jewelry making experience, if you will, is I take the wire and then I just put in the lobster clasp, the closure in the middle, and that's basically it for starting it. And then I try to make sure that like my tips are even. They might be even or maybe not, but I'll feel it when I try to put it in the first beat. So then, what I then do is I get like a smaller, like what is it called, spacer bead, just to help out when you're trying to close the bracelets. You want to not have some of your biggest beads there. I'm going to set my elbow on this thing. Hopefully, I won't knock it down. It just is falling asleep. Yeah, so y'all know that I fractured my neck, and so um, it's still pinching. So I didn't have the surgery at the time. So anyway, so it pinches the nerves, and sometimes my arms fall asleep or whatever, and my left arm decided to, you know what, I'm calling it a day. So I'm having a bit of a trouble putting it in. As you all know, I'm visually impaired, so I don't always see it. So, but I think the problem might be is that they're not my my edges are not even. So I'm just gonna cut randomly, and now that I cut them together, they should be um, even. So let's pray that they are. And yeah, no, but the first time I experienced like cold really was the Bay Area, Miss Bandit, because yeah, it's so like breezy and cold, but then also the in August, oh yeah, it gets pretty hot as well. So I don't look, I'm sure you don't look uh, forward to like August time. All right, so anyway, so I forgot that I was still building my bracelet. So I tried to do it before, so that I would do it faster, but anyways, I forgot. Anyway, so with even with the bracelets, I still think about the that rule of having like threes and stuff. So I wanted to have three square-ish beads, and then I have three like what is it called, Murano beads from like a necklace that was broken. So I'm gonna put those in as well, and then I'm going to grab different some of these beads, and then in the middle we're going to put some of the spacer beads and in a silver. So I am a white gold silver kind of person. I know a lot of people like gold, which is perfect, gold, white gold. I mean, regular gold is fine, but not for, I'm fine with the white gold and the silver. My older sister, she likes the gold. I think my the sister in the middle, I think she likes silver. But anyways, yeah. So let's put some more beads in here. So I like to sort of vary. These beads are stuck together. Let me see if they have the hole so that I could put them together, because that would be cute. Not cute, but like different. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so we'll do that there. All right. So I'm using the thing that they that my palette has, so that when I'm building the bracelet, I can put the beads and they don't like move around and stuff like that. So I think I have plenty of beads, because then in the middle I'm gonna put spacer beads, and it might make it too long. But a bracelet can never be too long, because then there's always someone who can wear it. So, anyways, all right. So I liked this because there are smaller beads right there. And anyway, so now I'm just gonna grab one of the spacer beads, and so in the middle I put when I get my spacer beads, I just kind of put them in the middle, like no, not in the middle, but like in one same container, so that way I get them randomly, and so they're not like super the same. Um, I like uniformity in some stuff, patterns and that sort of thing. Like for example, is this like with my seed bead bracelets that I've been working on. Let me show you once again. Those you have to be uniform so you can see the pattern. But with some of the other stuff, I like um, non-conformity. Like have them be a little bit random. So okay, so I was putting in a spacer bead, and I lost it somewhere. So the danger of making, hey mama, welcome in. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you when you came in. And Robin, thank you for being here. Um, so yeah, so the danger is that like I'll drop a bead here and there, and then I won't necessarily be able to grab it. And so I could be walking around, and you know, luckily my my sense of equilibrium are still sort of intact. Otherwise, I'd be falling all the time. So, oh, thank you, Bandit. Appreciate the purchase of the shark fish. Yes. Do I have it here? I know I have it here somewhere, so I can show it off. Do. I most recently was working on my carvings, and put a white plastic cover, and here it is. I think it is there. Oh, you got another one. Oh, fantastic. I love it. Yeah, so this is a shark fish. Super cute. Yeah, I'm having such a ball with that, with the carving. And I was in the lobby of Harry's, as Jessica calls it, And I grabbed some more blocks of wood. So I'll be carving all the time. And because I love that, the carving, because I can contain it, even though like it throws dust everywhere. Um, it's still like you never know what a piece of wood wants to be. Like I started just carving like one of the balls of wood, the very soft ones, and all of a sudden I saw the figure of a little kitty. And it's like, oh my gosh, this one wants to be a kitty. So yeah, so they eventually tell you. Sometimes, like for example, when I was doing the squirrel, I knew I wanted to do something with a long tail, and so yeah, the squirrel frog came out. And it was quite cute. So yeah, I'm loving that craft as well. So definitely invite anybody to join me in that. Super fun, definitely super fun. And yeah, I've always like watched, like black and white movies where like the grandpa is like whittling wood and stuff, and I've never thought about it. I mean, like I never said, hey, I want to do that. But then all of a sudden, it's like, yes, I want to learn how to do that. And I am very thankful, super, super, super thankful um, for Ben, did you get another one? The This one, yeah, this one's like one of my faves because so when I was doing this one, so the frog, the squirrel, like the frog, so you see it, and then I was thinking, Christina was doing, I forget what she was doing, and I was watching her, and I was thinking of a kelp, I was thinking of like, I don't know if you've ever been to the Monterey Aquarium. My nephews and nieces would visit every summer when they were kids, and we'd have a family pass to the Monterey Aquarium. There's six of them, right? I think there were six of them, right? And we got a family a family pass, and I told them, y'all better say that you're all my kids. Yeah, yeah, I love that aquarium. So we spent so much time there, and yeah, and so the like the forest, the kelp forest was always one of my favorites. And so yeah, so then I was thinking about it, and so then I decided to do. Let me show you this one. This one is in honor of Christina. Of course, I'm not going to tell her that, but I was thinking of her when I did it. Can you see it? Look at this. Woohoo! So yeah, so that like yeah, of course, some of my alebrijes are like super, yeah, super like two or three creatures in one. And so this one also sort of evokes the sea, aka the kelp forest in Monterey area. Yeah, I loved my time in that area. The kids learn a lot, and that's when I was working for the Girl Scouts, and so we take the Girl Scouts also to the aquarium. There was one sleepover that we did. It didn't go super well, so they didn't invite us back. But we always did a bunch of other activities uh, um, there. And then also when I then left the Girl Scouts and was working with the Boys and Girls Club, they've always offered free memberships and for the kids. And so I would take the kids and they give them gifts. Yeah, the Monterey Aquarium is fantastic. It's like one of the best places for kids to grow up around wildlife because they get to touch it in like a safe environment. And yeah, it's like no other. I mean, yeah. And like when I was in Southern California, I'd take my other niece and my nephew to the zoo, the LA Zoo. We spent every weekend there. And she remembers my oldest niece. I have nieces that are like one that's like less than a year old, and then I have my oldest nephew. I want to say he's like in his 30s. Yeah, so our family's non-traditional. But anyways, yeah. So my niece who just graduated from graduate school remembers, going to the zoo, and Yeah, so I love that. I love that we were able to share that. Um, so my niece and my nephew um, grew up going to the LA Zoo, and then the other ones, and those two also went to the aquarium when I moved up to Northern California after I went to college. They were two of the six kids that I had for the summer. And since I could control my schedule, then I always took off during the summer to like so that I could just do activities with the kids. And we walk over to the library, or I took him to Cal all the time because I wanted those kids to be thinking about college. And I kept telling them, I don't care what college you go to. Obviously, I would want them to go to Cal, but any college would be fantastic. All right, so we're adding a silver in between. And so we go to Berkeley, and we buy the uh, big slices of pizza for all of them. Like, we had a routine. It was really fantastic. So, anyways, yeah. So yeah, like, I loved my time with them, and it was my way of being able to help raise the kids, so that my brothers and my sister could work and not worry about summer stuff. So, I took care of the summer activities with them, and it was super fun. So, yeah. Yeah, I've been extremely lucky to have fantastic family members. Look at this bead. So let me see if I can show you. Oh, look at how fantastic. It's so hard to show you. It's probably, you know what it is? It's probably, well, that's what I think. It's all the stuff I have in the back, so that the camera doesn't know where to focus, right? But this bead is so beautiful. Like, it has like swirls of black and white. They don't make them like this anymore. Yeah, so, and I love being able to utilize beads from broken necklaces and stuff, uh, and make something new. Love it, love it. And I for a very long time I've made like hundreds of bracelets, and I sent them with purchases of my other items. I sent a bracelet here and there, and I've loved the idea of them landing somewhere. Either they're regifted, which would be fantastic, or if they're loved where I sent them, that would be also super super fabulous. So, all right. So since we put this beautiful and vintage bead there, I'm going to add another non vintage bead, something light or maybe dark. Yeah, let me do a dark. So fantastic. I love it. Yes. And so I wonder if I send you a hope one. Yeah, because I started to do so I like to do the ones like this because I think they're classier, if you will, right? But some of my Swifty sisters have told me that that's less inclusive. That stretchy is more inclusive of everybody, because not everyone can actually close, you know, the the bracelet. So, but I had already thought about that by adding one of these puppies, so that it makes it easier to close and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah. So then I started doing a lot of stretchy bracelets as well. So I also do stretchy bracelets, and now I started to do the bead weaving bracelets all around, and I'm loving it. So yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Bandit. Yes, yes, thank you. Yeah, so hopefully you share them with folks around you, or you wear them, or or at least receive the the love that goes into me making them. I just start working on them, and then I love being able to just send it and think that it brought a smile, at least as soon as you got it, to someone's face. It's pretty awesome. So thank you for receiving them and not throwing them in the trash. Oh, fantastic! Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I would love for it to happen, that you share them with family members and sort of continue to spread the love. And that's really what the bracelets are about for me. It's just yeah, I just they're about love, and that's what we all should strive for. Just being kind with each other and um, helping each other out. I'm going to add one of my Murano beads. They're super special. Like I said, whenever I find them, I'm so excited, and I so recognize them. Um, yeah, and so like the other day, I was at an estate sale that the people had fabulous things. But anyways, yes, and some of the fabulousness are the glass stuff that I found there that I'm going to be showing in the glass gallery. But then also, she had a lot of jewelry that had fantastic. So this one I saw and I thought, oh my gosh, those are Murano for sure. And so yeah, so then I have this one for the glass gallery, because they are made of glass and they're just so fantastic. Yeah, when I saw them, my first instinct was, you know what, I'm so going to, uh, use these for my bracelets, right? But then, I mean, it's a completed bracelet, so then I was like, it's not broken. So I don't have that excuse. So I'm like letting it live as a bracelet. If like no one wants it, then I don't know. But anyways, yeah, yeah. I just when I see when I see the Murano beads, I just get so excited because then I think I can like put one or two in there for my bracelets, and then they'll go on to live on with whomever receives the bracelet. Yeah, so yeah, it's really, I think, and I think maybe it's maybe a romantic thought that like people can love each other from like different parts of the world or different parts of the country and stuff, and be always striving towards being kind with each other. So, and that's why I love knickknacks. It's one of the best places to should just be you, be crazy, work on your art, whatever that looks like for you. And there's going to always be people who are going to be supporting you. So, yeah. Hey, LG. Jenny, welcome. Appreciate you being here. So we're making a bracelet. I've added a few Murano beads. They're a little bit on the darker side, but I think it still works. So I'm going for like a blue sort of silvery tone, and yeah, I'm really loving it. So I feel like I put too many spacer beads in the middle. So now I'm gonna pick and choose the rest from what my lineup was. Yes, and yes, do take a look and let me know if there's anything in my auction area that you'd like for me to run. So everything in the auction area has been something I've tried to make. My friend Diane, who's into the clay, has finally returned from her journey in Europe. She went to every country. I mean, not every country, but she spent forever there. So anyway, she's back. She invited me to go, and I asked her if hey Terry, welcome in. Appreciate you being here, besitos. So I asked her if she'd be willing to like let me do a live in her house, and she said no. Straight out, she's like no. I'm like, come on. I mean, she, like everybody that does art. I mean, our place is not like, uh, it's not the most put together, and it's not the neatest or whatever. I told no one's gonna care about that. They're gonna be wanting to see the pottery and stuff. But yeah, she's like, no, you can come anytime you want, even if I'm not here. But she's not wanting me to broadcast her house. I'm glad you're here, Terry. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, so we're making a bracelets, and I struck. I mean, I just sort of try to put the little beads. So yes, last time I was on, I think, yeah, I tried. I broke my loop, and I ordered a new one, but it's taking forever to get here. Anyway, so I tried to use. I try to use my mom's glasses. Oh my gosh, I had the biggest and the worst headache after. Like, I felt nauseated and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Never do that. Don't wear somebody else's glasses because it's not going to be a good thing. Okay, so I have 3 of my square ones. Let me see if I can um, add this square one. So this one is one that has oh, hold on. I must concentrate to make sure that I can get it through. Oh, yeah. Trying to get it through the. Yeah, this ones are the hardest for me. Oh, thank you, Terry. So I wanted to put 3 of the square ones. I'm liking it. So these are also vintage. So the you can tell that they're this vintage right there because the color is not like super silver. You can see the copper underneath. And anyways, all right. So now I'm going to close it off, and I should have. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so then I really should have started with this and not this, and not just realizing that. But no worries, we'll make it work. Make it work. So I'm gonna put one bead, like one of the smaller beads, next to that square one, so that it doesn't look like super weird. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is basically, instead of a jump ring, which is just like the little O rings, I'm going to use a one of these chains because each of the segments is like a jump ring. So I decided I wanted to do that. So for this one, since I didn't have a lot of room, what I'm gonna do is see if I can get it so that you can see. Um, so I'm gonna just make the make it go around several times and then crimp it with. I have a pliers there, and so this one I may redo. Not sure. I mean, I'll keep the same pattern and stuff, but I may redo just so that I started because this part I like for it to be this part. Anyways, it is what it is, and it's they're all different. They're all when I was selling them, I always said that they're one of the kind because not no one is the same as another. Always different beads. I do it I do it however it comes out, however. Anyway, so yeah, so this is what it looks like, which is quite fantastic, I believe. And I'm gonna show you how I use these sections. uh, so this one I call magic wand because it helps you close your bracelets or your necklaces or whatever. So what I do is I first put it here, right? And then I put it around and I grab it like this so that I can actually see it. Hold on. So that I can see where I want to close it. And this one, my wrists are super fantastically large. so so I always um, make it a little bit smaller than for, and so once you have it there, then you can just take off, or you can leave it if you want to dangle it, but then you can also just take it off and use it for something else. Hey, Vanessa. Sorry I wasn't at your show. I was coming back from volunteering. And yeah, I need to reschedule, like figure out, schedule and stuff. So what do you guys think? I think it's quite lovely. It's really fantastic, right? Right. And then, so I also have, thank you, Carrie. I love it. Thank you. Um, so I also have a ton of charms. And so what I'll do is I'll put charms so they can dangle. I love dangly, sparkly, you name it, it's showy, and I love it. And also, there are some bracelets. Not bracelets. There really are more for your ankles and stuff. But the ones that have the little bells, dude. I had one of those when I was in middle school, and I wore it all the time, and my teachers hated it because I was writing and the noise and the kid telling me, and I go, well, so long as there's no rule against that, there's no law against that, I'm gonna wear it. And so yeah, that's when I began to push the boundaries. Anyways, I appreciate your freaking Vanessa. So I'm hoping, yeah, I'll have a better sense of scheduling in the next couple of days, because I had it really set up so that I would volunteer like 9 to like about 1 on Thursdays, and that worked well. And so, so then, but then today, because I'm still sort of getting back into the groove. I said I was going to volunteer from 11 to 1, but stuff happened and they just needed me. So, you know, and they're the puppies and the kittens. Oh, they have snakes right now. Ew, I know. Ugh, ugh. No, I'm not a fan of the snakes, but all the other ones are fantastic. Yeah. So right now they have a couple horses. They have a donkey. What else did they have? Trying to think. Oh, many birds. Many birds. Anyway, so here it is. Fantastic. I appreciate it. I appreciate you keeping me company for this one. So I'm done. For my bracelet, I wonder if I can have another. I feel like I've taken enough of your time. Let me see where I put my. Oh, here it is. Where I put my. Mm, and let me see if I have anything that I want to highlight. Um, so I still have my flowers. Oh, okay. So before I let y'all go, yes, and my mom thought that I was gonna be a lawyer because that's like I've always been able to get away with stuff. But I decided to go nonprofit. I worked nonprofit my entire life. Let me show you my lilies. I told you that I'm looking at a lily. So here it is. Sort of inspired. Yeah. So inspired by the comments that Vicky Wallace had about not just having the one flower and stuff. So then I tried to do like the whole thing, a whole stem, and it's a bit thick. Um, oh no, no worries, Terry. Yeah, no. So I appreciate you just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is my first one, and you know, I mean, it's the first one that I like. Um, I feel like it's done. I've tried many things. So this one's uh, I did with a hot glue, little pieces of plastic. It's been a chore. It's been like a labor of love. Yeah. The only thing I couldn't help is the thickness because I have wire coming from the different pieces, so then it has to be thicker. Is the one thing that kind of I can't help. But yeah, this is what it is. It is what it is. So in the near future, I shall list um, them. I want to see if I can uh, really replicate something like this. But yes, this is my original. Anyways, yeah. So I wanted to show you, yes, because I had told you that I was working on it, and then I had finished it, and then I wasn't able to show it to you last Thursday, but so there it is. Thank you for saying that you like it because I really like it. It's except for the thickness part, but I don't think I can help it. But I'm still gonna think about it. But anyways, yes. So I appreciate y'all being here on our therapy slash hangout Thursdays. It's so much fun. I love creating with you all. Love learning from you, all of you, and being inspired. Carrie, your fabric collage is just next level. I love the contrast. I love how you thought about, the flowers and what it kind of looks like. And yeah, so anyway, thank you so much, and thank you, Amanda, Melissa, for organizing us. And yeah, so you guys all come to theme park. I won't be there on Sunday, but I'll be there in spirit. And well, I mean, I'll also be hanging out on the shows, but I won't be having a show. My next show is next Thursday, I think, for our hangout, and then after that, it's the glass gallery. Super excited! Let me show you one of my most favorite pieces that I found. Actually, there's two that are like fantastic. Look at this! Isn't it fantastic? Like, doesn't that look like a heart? Ah, super fantastic. Iridescent blue, absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And then look at this one. Doesn't it look like a chicken? It's so good. And depending on how the light hits it, it's just beautiful. It's stunning. Yeah, I love it. I love it. So, hey, Gil, welcome in, welcome in. So, yeah, so I have those listed for Glass Gallery is going to be so fun. I have a couple of pieces still to list. The estate where I got those loved glass and love Fenton. So I have a number of Fenton lamps, hobnail lamps. She also loved milk glass, so lots of milk glass there as well. So, anyways, so hopefully you'll be able to come visit with me on next Thursday, and then on I believe it's Friday. I'm on the 19th, which is the first day of the glass gallery. So thank you all. Thank you guys so much for being here. Um, the sandstorms are still whipping up, and the wind is horrible. So now we're going to go on and rate someone. If y'all have, I think I still have the little buggies from the rotten melon from last Thursday. I don't see them. I don't until like they're on the monitor, and I hadn't seen the monitor for a while, so I think I need to Lysol again. Anyways, all right, let's find someone to raid. Thank you so much, Bandit. Thank you so much for uh, adopting my alebrijes. Yeah, their labor of love. Appreciate it so much. Yeah, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. All right, thank you so much. See you guys next time. Let's see who we can raid. If you all have any ideas, thank you, Terry. Appreciate it. Yes, I will try to be safe. Um, so we have. Ooh, how about we go to see Great Aunt Finds? I love her. I love her. I just love her. Period. Bye.